welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I made my raised garden bed, and I'm also going to be giving you guys a garden update. Thank you for tuning in today, and go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are not already subscribed. That way you are notified when I post new content. So this spring my wife and I decided we were going to really try our hand at gardening. We went and got some plants, and we started off in bucket containers. So we started with container gardening, and we found that it was not draining properly. So I started doing some research. It's funny because about 2 years ago I actually got her a book for her birthday on raised garden bed and how to make them. So I pulled that book right back out, and we went and got our materials from Home Depot. So if you feel like gardening is something that you cannot do, I'm here to tell you that it is something that you can do. It's not hard at all. It is a learning process, but again, we learned from a book. We watched some YouTube videos like Gardening with Goo, and we just kind of went for it. So all these materials, aside from the drill, cost probably about $20. We got the planks of wood and the screws from Home Depot, and then we also got this mesh cover for the bottom just for better drainage, because we knew we were going to place it flat on the ground, and this also helps with weeds so that they do not come up. And there's my wife looking at me awkwardly. Okay, y'all, I definitely lied. Y'all see the Lowe's bag right there. We definitely got this stuff from Lowe's. I'm also going to link below the dimensions of the wood planks. That way, if you want to make your own raised garden bed, you know exactly what to go to the store to ask for. Just make sure that the wood is untreated, because you don't want any chemicals seeping into your food. So here we are after we have put the raised garden bed together. We had some soil already at home, but it turned out not to be enough. So we had to stop in the middle of everything and go back to Lowe's. Again, we used the Gardening with Goo video to make the garden bed, or to figure out how to. And we used the same supplies that he used as far as the fertilizer, which you'll see here in just a second. It's organic fertilizer. Okay, so along with the screws, the wood planks, and the mesh covering, you're going to need some fertilizer, some cow manure, and mulch, along with garden soil. Okay, so now it was time to dig some holes and go ahead and put our plants in. That's me putting in the oregano. Next, after that, I put in the lemon balm, and we had the green bell pepper plants as well that were already started. And here's me watering the garden after we got everything in before the growth started. Look how small the cucumber is, and now you'll see the transformation. And then these are the wildflowers before I pick them all out. But you can already start to see the big cucumber leaves as they grew. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a garden update for you guys. I have the before video that I'm going to put in here too, so you can see kind of what it looked like when I first planted and when we first made this raised garden bed. If you hear a dog in the background, that is my little brother. He's currently doing the most, even though he's looking right at us. Come here, Bert. All right, so a few months ago, probably I think it was the beginning of June, we started our garden. We planted potato. We tried to do some seeds, some kale and lettuce, and we also had some plants that were already kind of grown from Lowe's. It was a green pepper and the cucumbers. So that's what you're gonna see today. Has fully kind of grown up. You want to come take a peek. We also have some herbs, so we'll start on this side. We have Italian oregano, lemon balm, which I need to harvest. I wanted to also plant some marigolds to help. Right now the garden, it's looking like this is how it looks after a hot week. Let's just say that. Okay, so I also want to add a quick gardening pro tip here that I learned just a couple of days ago actually. So plants can get what's called leaf burn if you water them in the afternoon. So you want to stick to watering your plants in the morning because a combination of water droplets on the leaves and the harsh mid-afternoon sunlight can often cause leaf burn, as well as a variation of other things that occur when you water your plants in the afternoon, like evaporation. So the water might evaporate faster if you water in the afternoon. Also, you want to make sure you're watering the soil, most importantly. You don't have to focus on the leaves. You want to make sure the soil is getting moisture so that it can carry this moisture to the leaves. Just remember overall that gardening is a learning experience and it's something that you should have fun with. Good luck on your beginner garden, and make sure you check the description box for details on how I got started. So the flowers have been really good and pretty. The leaves on the cucumber have been really big and nice. We've got a baby cucumber here, and then back here we've got some ones that are probably ready to pick. And then here is a, let me put them down, potato. Okay, so this is pretty tall, but it's grown from a potato from the store. We just planted it in the ground. I'm waiting to harvest it. Drake, get out of the garden. Get. I'm waiting for a little bit to harvest it because I kind of want it to flower before I pull them, because I don't want them to be too small or anything. It'd be like a waste of time. So those, and then here's another plant from the potato. I'm gonna take you around the back to see our green peppers, which I think are probably ready to pull. So here's the garden from the back side. This is one of the green bell pepper plants that we planted. We got it from Lowe's, already kind of like half grown. And it's taken, I guess, about 6 weeks to get a harvest. We got some pretty almost ready peppers here to pick. And then here's the rest of what we've got on the cucumber tree. Again, don't mind the leaves. It's been hot this week and I've got to water the garden now actually. But they're pretty little cucumbers there. And then yeah, these were all peppers from the pepper plant. Drake, get back here. You gotta make me beat you. Come on. Okay. So yeah, these are from the pepper plant. They've grown up pretty nice as well. They look like they're hot, so I've got to give them some water. And then our marigolds. So those are really pretty as well. And the garden overall was really successful, I feel like. For our first summer garden, we've gotten a harvest of some cucumbers already. We've gotten some green peppers. And then this little guy, I also have planted wildflowers, y'all. So I have planted wildflowers. They were all along the side. So here and at the front of the garden. And for like the past 6 weeks, they haven't gotten any flowers to come up. So I was like, okay, if they don't have any flowers, this was about 2 weeks ago. I said, okay, if they don't have any flowers, I'm just going to rip them out. Well, I looked today, and here's a flower that came up. It's beautiful. So now I'm like, dang, if I would have just kept them and waited a little bit longer, then I would have had some wildflowers in the garden. But it's okay. I might do some more. So that's the garden tour, garden update. Next, I think I'm going to go ahead and plant some kale for the fall garden and some greens. And then watermelon is still also able to plant in July and August, and it's August 1st. So I might do that as well this week. I've got some grow bags that I got from Amazon, some 5-gallon grow bags that I might put alongside here. or I might just try to take up some space maybe on the side of the raised garden bed. We might even do another raised garden bed, but I just wanted to show you guys progress so far because I'm really proud of our first garden. We got some good food so far, and it's just a learning process, honestly, of what it takes to grow our own food. This is probably going to be our first garden of many. Marissa's granddad grows his own food as well, like squash and zucchini. So we have had a little bit of experience with gardening. Drake, come back. With gardening, because she's helped him with his garden and harvesting before. So yeah, just about to go ahead and water the garden. And then hopefully this week I can get some more things planted. This time I'm gonna start in containers. I got a tip from a lady yesterday to start in containers inside, put some Saran wrap over it, and then transfer to the garden. So I'm gonna try that with my parsley, I think, and then something else. But I also want to plant some more flowers because they're just really pretty, and the marigolds turned out well. And yeah, it's just been a process of learning how to keep the garden hydrated, especially on those super hot days. So as you can see, the cucumber has gotten hot. These leaves on the green peppers also pretty hot as well. But we're gonna make it work, and we're gonna continue to looking at Drake. Drake, come back. Come here. Come here. Walking slow. Yeah, we're gonna just keep going with what we have. Had to go ahead and harvest some of these peppers as well because they look like they're getting hot and like wilted a little bit because the leaves are. So we're gonna try to bring these back to life. Also, it worked really well with the wood chips and the fertilizer because we've been able to keep the garden really fertilized and hydrated. So I mean, well, hydrated.